Hello everyone, welcome to Learning Academy Foundation from Mr. Andrea. Today I would like to show you the English program for grades 11 and 12. The first section will be about spelling, punctuation, and grammar. The spelling, the students will learn to spell correctly. That means that they are more likely to be understood. So they can improve their confidence by reading widely and learning to use spelling strategies. Then punctuation. Using punctuation effectively means that the reader can make sense of the writing. So it can also create dramatic effects in their writing. And finally, grammar. The students will see that grammar refers to the structure of language and how different words fit together. So knowing something about English grammar rules should help the students to construct clear and meaningful sentences. The next section will be about spoken language, where the students will learn how effective face-to-face communication means thinking about audience and purpose. So generally, this means using standard English, listening carefully, and being polite and cooperative. They will say that face-to-face communication includes the words they say, and more importantly, the way they say them. Eye contact, gesture, and posture can all add to the impact of their talk. The students will see how they speak affects the meaning of their words. So varying their tone, volume, and pace can help engage a listener. They will see that in an individual research presentation, they will need to give a presentation in front of an audience. So they will need to research their topic beforehand and may need to answer questions from the audience. And finally, they will see that participating in a group discussion allows them to respond and interact with others. So they can share their opinion as well as respond to the opinion of others. The next section will be about analyzing fiction, where the students will see that fiction is usually made up by the writer. So fiction texts could be based on the writer's own life experiences or come from their imagination or be a mixture of the two. They will see that the setting of a text includes the location and time when events take place. So setting can play a crucial part in establishing atmosphere and reflecting themes and character within a text. They will see that themes are the main ideas or meaning that run through a text and may be shown directly or indirectly. So when working out themes, it helps to look closely at the language choice, setting, and characters. And also they will see that characterization when a writer creates fictional characters for a narrative. The students will see that language, words and phrases, and structure, the order of ideas in a text, are the methods used by writers to create effective characters, setting, narratives, and themes. They will see that annotating is when they add notes or comments to a text. This could also include underlining or circling individual words or phrases. And they will see that when responding to a fiction text, they will be asked to focus on a particular area, picking out specific details or responding more fully with a close analysis. The next section will be about analyzing nonfiction, where the students will see that the nonfiction texts come in many types and they have many different purposes. So they surround us in everyday life, but can also come in more sophisticated forms. When we talk about the purpose of a text, we are talking about what the writer wants to achieve. So writers use language and structural features to deliberately appeal to their intended audience. They will see that writers choose words and language features deliberately to have an effect on their readers. So the way they structure parts of a text, for example, opening and endings, influences the reader too. And in the exams, they will demonstrate their understanding of non-fiction text types, their intended audience and purpose, and how the writer has used language and structure. The next section will be about comparing texts, where the students we see that comparing involves directly linking texts through their similarities and differences. It is important to move equally between the two texts and write about them together, not separately. And then final section will be about writing, where the students will say establishing audience purpose and form allows them to choose the most appropriate language, tone, and structure. The students will say when writing fiction is an opportunity to come up with creative and original ways of using language. So they might find inspiration from their own experiences or from their imagination. Writing non-fiction texts are those that deal with facts, opinions, and the real world. So many non-fiction texts follow specific conventions of language and structure. And also they will see that it's always a good idea to plan before they write, so they can get their main ideas, list vocabulary they would like to include, and map up their structure in a way that makes writing easier. The students will also see that well-organized writing is easy to follow and understand, so points follow on from and build upon each other to lead to the clear conclusions. They will say that writers use language to create different effects. So learning how to use this will make their writing more engaging. And finally, they will make the writing interesting and lively by using a wide range of vocabulary. So they will use specific words to convey their meaning. That's all about English program for grades 11 and 12. You can find my contacts below in the slides or in the description. Thank you so much for your attention, students and parents. See you next. Bye.